What's up with it? Polo Sports Talk and Entertainment. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notifications so that you're able to get each and every one of my videos. Before I get this video started, first and foremost, let me congratulate the San Francisco 49ers. All of my LDBC brothers and 49er fans, you know who you are. Lou the Rider, I know he's excited. T Price, I know he's excited. Matt Moses, I know he's excited. Uh, Anybody else that I forgot? I can't really think of anybody right now that are 49er diehard 49er fans. But besides those guys, the 49ers defeat the Dallas Cowboys, in which yes, I did pick the Cowboys to come out of the NFC. I was wrong. I'll stand on. Hey, I'll take a hit. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. The 49ers came in and sucked the life out of that Cowboy Stadium. Pause. Uh Tremendous job of how Matt Moses said that this game was gonna play out. I gotta give a salute to Matt Moses. We talked about this. He said the key thing was gonna be what Kyle Shanahan was going to throw at McCarthy and the Cowboys defense. And it was the run game. It, Pretty much the majority of everything was on the ground. Jimmy Garoppolo outplayed Dak Prescott. He well, salute to you, Luda Ryder. I see you in the building. The 49ers came in there and did the unthinkable. They played as if it was their house. They came in there, I mean, clicking on all cylinders. And you can't just say that it was just their offense. It was the defense too. And they were very tenacious. Dak could not do nothing. They made Dak look nervous. They made him look tentative. They made him look like he was a shell of himself. They made him look like as if he had just came back from that injury. Had the fans in there distraught. I was shocked from jump start. They came in. And see, the thing about it is that Jimmy Garoppolo really didn't have that much yard. He only had 172 yards. He threw that late interception. Um, and was 16 to 25 for the completion. And on Dak's end, uh, he had 254 yards, 23 completions, uh, out of 43 attempts, one touchdown and one interception. Uh, None of the offense was really clicking today. I mean, he made a few throws that were good and they were saviors and everything, but for the most part, the offensive line was not on the same page. Now the defense, they did somewhat okay, but there were a couple of miscommunications, especially with stopping the run. Now, I'm going to tell you what killed both of the teams, but particularly it was the Cowboys. It was the penalties. Late in the game, it started to seem like the penalties were getting ready to kill the 49ers, but for the most part, they dominated them on the ground. 169 rushing yards on San Fran's end to Dallas's 77. It was old school ground and pound football, which I thought, coming in, and Debo was the one that I was focused on. That's what Matt Moses was talking about when we were talking about Debo Samuel and Trayvon Diggs, that matchup right there. Uh, but pretty much it was it was pretty much a well balanced uh type of type of game, especially when you consider Jennings. He did his thing. He chipped in Debo Samuel, Kittle, and then uh, uh, um, I leave week. I can't really pronounce the name, but for the most part, man, the 49ers came in, man, in a rivalry type atmosphere. It was electric. It was electric. Um, you know, oh yeah, and Big Who. I forgot Big Who. Big Who. What's up with it, Kevin Foster? I see you in the building too. Scrub Zero. I see you in here too. Now I know True Viking, man. She's upset right now. I know James is upset. I know Monty Brown is upset. Shout out to Monty Brown. I know everything boxing and sports is upset. Uh, all the all the real diehard cowboy fans. I know Nola's upset right now. I know Nola James is upset. I'm upset because I picked the Cowboys to come. Now I'm gonna tell you something. And Luda Ryder, you're with me. You my witness right now, man. I think the 49ers, they're slept on and they can take this thing. They can take this thing. Listen, Luda Ryder knows how I really was feeling about the 49ers. I said you can't sleep on Jimmy G. Look, Jimmy G, he's a game manager. He nearly, I'm not gonna lie, he nearly, lost it for y'all and everything. But in the end, for the most part, he managed the game well, like how he always did, and made some very key decisions. But it was Shanahan that he clearly outcoached uh, Mike McCarthy. Clearly outcoached him. Clearly outcoached him. And just just a just a great performance on the 49ers, man. And shout out to 49ers Nation. Uh Lou was frustrated at the beginning of the year. You could hear it in his voice if you go listen to his streams. If you listen to some of my streams and everything, Lou was disgusted in the beginning. So was Matt Moses. They didn't even want to talk about their team. But now, oh man, this has amplified it to a whole nother level. Cowboys are gonna make some changes. I know this is gonna hurt right now. What I'm about to say, True Viking, uh, my boy James, everybody else who's a Cowboy fan. This is gonna hurt. What I'm gonna say right now. Ezekiel Elliott, Ezekiel Elliott is not the same. Ezekiel Elliott is not the same. Yes, I know that they were shorthanded, and Vander Ish is just they. These guys are non-factors. Uh, you wanted to depend on Zeke to kind of do his thing. Zeke does not have he's just not the same anymore. Pollard is the one that you could depend on, and then on top of that, look at this too. Look at it from this perspective too, man. I know everybody wants to get on. I'm not going to get on Dak too much because the offensive line had a lot to do with that too. Okay, Dak did what he could do. However, it showed that Gallup was a was a key missing part to that offense. Gallup could have came up huge, but I don't think that it would have made a difference though. The way that the 49ers came in, they just came in just more amplified. And I also got to give a shout out to Mitchell and the rushing and the run, man. You said Zach. Was that even? Oh, you mean Zeke? Yeah, I mean they tried to put him in. Yeah, you're right about that, Lou. Um, y'all order Rams. I know. Matt Moses was talking about the Rams. Look, this is huge, and the Cowboys right now they're making moves. A lot of people. I had a guy in the barbershop, Lou, that said, "Hey, what up with it, Bruno? I see you in the building." Um, he told me that he bet 500, and it was double. It was I think it was double for either the win or the loss. So if he lost the G. You understand what I'm saying? And so, see this right. That's what I'm saying. That's the level of confidence that they had in Dallas with the Cowboys. Listen, I said that this game could go either way, and it was a tale of pretty much how me and Matt Moses and I think Luda Ryder, I said it was gonna go this way. Even though I picked the Cowboys to win, the 49ers came in, man, and they pretty much they ran that place as if it was their house, pretty much. Yeah, I know the Eagles got dusted, but I mean, hey, I'm not going to sleep on Hurt. Hurt's gonna bounce back. Y'all looking at Hurt and Fields and all these guys like having bad years. Watch them next year. Jalen Hurts is the future of that squad. Um, the only other person that I would consider even looking at what it would have been Watson, but the Eagles already had said that they're not they weren't interested in Watson at this point in time. But again, congratulations to the 49ers, man. I can't say enough. I need to see what they're gonna do though in this situation. Uh, you know, yes, you got two all pros out there, a couple all pros out there and everything, but they weren't playing like it. And I can't say enough about Debo, man. I mean, he pretty much was flexing on the motherfuckers as if he was really tiny Zeus Lister, God rest his soul. I mean, 49ers came in there flexing on the motherfuckers. For real. And I gotta call it what it is. I know that Cowboys Nation right now they're sick. Uh to come in their motherfucking house and suck the life out of that building, man. And see, that's what Shannon Sharp was talking about, where you make your name. These are moments, and when you make your name and you have to capitalize yourself. See, that's why, like, when people talk about guys like, when they talk about Jordan in a basketball sense, when they talk about guys like Tom Brady, when they talk about the greats back in the days, like Joe Montana, and you talking about all these greats and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You know the Lakers greats and Larry Bird and all these greats and stuff like that. They would play in these type of hostile environments, and it it like Kobe Bryant would love to play on the road to suck the life out of the building, and that's how what Shannon Sharp was saying. That's how you become immortal, and a lot of motherfuckers don't understand that. They want to see you. They want to see you win when the crowd is all cheering for you and everything like that. If you could go into a building in a hostile environment, one of everybody knows about AT&T Stadium. Everybody want to play in Dallas, man. If you play football like Lou played football, your dream is to play in that motherfucking Cowboy Stadium in high school, man. and it's just a marketing. It's a marketing place that you want to be. It's a place everybody wants to go to Cowboy Stadium. There's people that say before they die, that's on their bucket list to go to Cowboy Stadium and to even be in there, and for you to go in there in a hostile environment and to suck the life out of the building, that is phenomenal. That says a lot. Some of y'all might not understand. Lou knows what I'm talking about. True Viking knows what I'm talking about. You real football heads know what I'm talking about. Even Bruno, even though he's an Eagles fan, and everybody in there know what I'm talking about. The Cowboys and 49ers rivalry is something that is it's much like the Cowboys and the Steelers when they play in their Super Bowls, right? Because they played five altogether. And it would have been six if they would have made it, to this year or whatever. But unfortunately, that did not happen. Listen, this is something that they're always going to have to talk about. So it might not mean a lot to you. It might not mean a lot to the next man, but to a Cowboy fan and to a 49ers fan, they're always going to remember this. They're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, man, you remember when Jimmy G and Debo and Mitchell and all those boys and Jennings and all them boys, man, they came in to Cowboy Stadium and wrecked shop in a hostile environment when all the odds were stacked against them." You got to look at it from that perspective, but everybody don't. Nobody looks at it from that perspective. But look, hey, like I said, hey, I see you in the building. Matt Moses in the building, man. I gotta give a salute to Matt Moses too. Matt Moses and Lou the Ryder, man. But Matt Moses was he said exactly how this game was gonna play what's gonna play out. He said Shanahan and the run. That's what he said. Y'all go listen to the stream. Matt Moses was instrumental in telling, and make sure y'all go subscribe to the homie Matt Moses, Matt Cook and Smoke Sports. Make sure y'all go to his stream or whatever. And LDBC brother all day. Matt Moses said how this game was gonna play out. They pretty much came in, sucked the life out of the building. Jimmy G did what he needed to do. Didn't need to do no more, no less. Made a little stupid play in the end or whatever. Made just a couple, couple errors or whatever that was questionable. But for the most part, he stayed consistent and he stayed on the ground. He ground and pound, old school, like it needed to be done. Tom Brady did the same thing, but they don't never say anything about that. And what you don't know is Tom Brady's a game manager too. Who you think Jimmy G played with? Yeah, you're a real one. But okay, you said Jimmy still sucked, but Jimmy managed the game well. Okay, look, whether you like it or not, they got the win today. He almost gave the game away, but he did the smart thing. Matt Moses, what you got to realize, you got to go with what's working. Why you want to sit up there and force the issue, and you gonna sit up there throwing the ball when you throwing the ball and stuff like that when they want you to do that. Now you see when he threw the ball, guess what? It was an interception and stuff like that. You should have kept on doing what was working for you. Don't sit up there and try to change anything up. It's just like when I'm playing basketball and I'm a point guard and Matt Moses, you my wing and you hot, you hit three of them or whatever. Hey, I'm gonna feed you three more so you could hit six of them bitches, right? But if I sit up there and I'm be like, nah, I gotta get mines too, and you hot as shit, you know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, I'm shooting the ball or whatever, and then I try to pass it to you. Guess what? You get out of rhythm. You got to do what continues. You got to do what works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I got to give the defense credit too, because the defense played just. The defense was on it, especially the man in the front. The line could absolutely do nothing. They suffocated Dak Prescott. Wasn't doing anything on the ground. They could not do anything. They already they calculated what the fuck he was gonna do. They calculated what Zeke was going to do. Zeke, man, Zeke used to be my boy. Man, Zeke is not the same. Zeke is not the same. He's not the same. They have been listening to the rumblings the whole week. They've been listening to the Cowboys. They've been listening to this, listening to that. They pretty much came in there and said, look, for those of y'all that don't know who we are, here we are. We're going to show y'all who we are. And that's what they did. And had everybody waving bye-bye to everybody. So y'all let me know what you think. I appreciate everybody pulling up. Uh, yeah, true Viking. I know. I didn't bet anything on this game either. But y'all let me know what you think. Leave your comments, like the video, share it, subscribe, hit the notification. Polo Sports Talking ENT, man. I get at y'all later.